Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Erica and I create weekly videos all about bags. So if you clicked on this video, I'm assuming you're a bag fanatic just like myself. So like this video, subscribe to my channel, and you will have your weekly bag fix. And I would love to have you as part of our little handbag fam. So without further ado guys, let's get into this video. But most importantly, let's get into the bags. Okay guys, so I am so excited to make this video. I've thought about creating this for almost a month and I'm just really happy I'm able to produce this for you guys. When I was actually in the middle of buying these two totes, I bought them very, very close together. I bought this one first and then this bag literally within a couple days time, and I actually had looked for a video trying to tell me the comparisons between the two because I just felt that they were so similar, but one did not exist. At least if it did, I did not find it. So I'm very, very happy to create this for you because I feel like it definitely would have helped me prior to purchasing. So I hope it helps some of you before you buy one of these bags. Both of these bags retail for a higher price. So I feel like if you're going to spend the money, make an educated decision, or buy both if you want to. Obviously I did, but yeah, so I wanted to just bring as detailed of a comparison review as possible. Okay guys, so the first thing we're going to do is just to go over like general dimensions of both bags, although I should probably introduce the bags first, right? So this is a Madewell zip top medium transport tote, and then this bag is by Portland Leather Goods. It is a crossbody tote. So that is what they are called. Those are the two companies, so Madewell, Portland Leather Goods. I feel like I was far more familiar with Madewell. Portland Leather Goods was basically an ad I had stumbled upon. I'm very happy that I did because it is a great bag. Both of them are great bags, but let's get into the dimensions first, shall we? Okay guys, so the Madewell bag has a height of 12¼ inches. It is 11 inches wide and it has a 5½ inch depth. The shoulder strap comes in at just about 34 inches wide, and they measure it as a drop from your shoulder when you wear it that way. So they have a 14-inch drop at its shortest and then a 19-inch drop at its longest because it is adjustable in terms of where you would like it to sit. And also the crossbody strap does detach if you do not want to use that. This is the Portland Leather Goods tote. This has a height of 13 inches. At its widest, it is 14 inches across, and then at its base, it is 11 inches, and it has a depth of 5 inches. So very similar in that regard to the Madewell bag. It too has a detachable and also adjustable crossbody strap. This, however, guys, it is not measured by its drop from your shoulder. Their site actually measures it across from the actual strap. It is 43½ inches at its shortest, and it is 47½ inches at its longest. And I just want to make note here, guys, that I keep both at its shortest, and I am 5'5" for reference. Later on in this video, I will actually model these bags for you. I've even brought my winter puffy coat out of storage just so you guys can get an idea of what they look like with a puffy coat, because I feel like that is the true measure of a shoulder strap too, just to kind of see how it wears, and you know, that might have a bearing on your decision. Also guys, really quick to go over the price. This bag is $178 US. This bag retails for $316 USD. However, I've noticed on their site they seem to always run sales. So I did not pay $316 for this bag. I actually paid $118 for this bag. I got it on a Mother's Day sale, and then shortly after they seemed to have a spring sale. I don't want to say that you'll always have the opportunity to purchase this bag on sale because obviously I'm not consistently monitoring the Portland Leather Goods site, but it is a higher than likely chance that you might find it on sale, so you will not be paying full price for that, which who doesn't love a sale, am I right? The first thing that I want to compare is the dimensions and just the design. So I just went over the dimensions. They're very similar. I don't necessarily think I would make a choice based on that. You have literally like an inch, less than an inch difference between parts of the bags. I think the biggest difference is at the top of this. You have a 14-inch wide opening, and then it narrows down to an 11-inch base, where this one stays 11 inches consistently from the top to the bottom. So that might be, I think, the biggest difference between the two in terms of dimensions. The crossbody strap on the Madewell bag is much shorter than the Portland Leather Goods bag. So for those of you who are very, very short, this could look very long on you, and you know, vice versa if you're really tall. So definitely something to keep in mind. As for the design itself, we have such a similar design. So we have three essentially similar compartments. We have the outer pocket that has neither a magnetic or button closure. It just kind of hangs open. Each bag has a large inner compartment, and then we have a small pocket compartment for both bags. Okay guys, so based on those things, it's very hard to make a decision because they just are so similar. And again, even in the dimensions, they don't vary all that much. So hard to make a decision based off those things. However, there is minute details between the two that may sway you. So the Madewell Totes offer a zip top design. They offer one without a zipper if you'd like that. So for those of you who travel a lot or maybe take public transportation all the time, this might be a better bag for you simply because it has that zippered option. However, I did contact Portland Leather Goods and I asked them if they could add a zipper to this, because some of their bags are, you're able to kind of design and you can choose color and zipper, but unfortunately it is not available on this bag yet. So crossbody totes come with no zipper, unfortunately. However, they did say that they get a lot of questions and requests to add a zipper to this bag. I make no promises, they made no promises, but it does sound like they may come out in the future with a crossbody tote that does have a zippered option. So if you are thinking about buying one but waiting for a zipper, it may not be much longer and you will get your wish with the zip top tote. Now, another thing that is worth noting with these bags is the inward compartment. So let me kind of get that close to you. So this is the inward compartment for this bag. As you can see, it's stitched right across, and it also has a zippered closure in here. But this bag, however, guys, has this inward compartment as well, but it is just put together, it's kept together by two rivets right here, and the opening is basically just that. It has no zipper. Now, what I like about having a zipper, especially if you were to get this bag without a zip top option, is that if you have a small card holder wallet with your license or your credit cards and that sort of like important stuff, you at least have that zippered small compartment to stick those valuables in and zip it shut and have that sealed. So while the big, large compartment of your bag may be open, if I lose a body lotion or something like that, I would not be as devastated if I lost that versus losing my wallet. Whereas this, guys, it just hangs open, and just the design of it, it's not extremely secure. So unfortunately with these bags, you have zero option of, you know, keeping anything secure. It's really sort of exposed. So that is something to keep in mind. And one thing I do like about the Madewell bag that this bag does not have is that the inward compartment here is stitched all the way across, whereas this one is held together by two rivets. Now, the design does not seem poor, so that's not to say that I feel like it's gonna fall off or it's not secured. It definitely seems like it's in place, but I think it's something to the added security of the stitching all the way across. But again, minor details. Now, I want to go further with the designs and what each company offers. Now, again, I already told you that this is offered or available in a zipper where this one is not. So I do feel like Madewell does have more of a customized option with these bags, whereas Portland Leather Goods does not have that, at least not yet, and not in this particular style of bag. They do have the original tote that is only a shoulder bag. It does not have the crossbody strap, and that is a little bit more customizable in the sense that you're able to choose the handle color and you can have it with or without a zipper and then with or without a front pocket. So I feel like that does make a difference. Also, both bags are available to be monogrammed, so you do have that customization or added customization there. Right now, Madewell is monogramming their bag, but due to the COVID pandemic, Portland Leather Goods is operating on a much shorter staff, so they are unable to do the monograms at this time. So if you are purchasing, I would contact customer service to see if later on you could send this bag back to have it monogrammed if that's what you really want, but you just cannot wait for the bag, because that option will become available, I would imagine, sometime in the future. So that is a very, very nice option. Now, another thing regarding customization that Madewell has, but Portland Leather Goods unfortunately does not, is Madewell offers these fun like guitar strap accessories. So this is something where I can detach the original strap and I'm able to purchase these really fun added straps. So I can just take this very plain black tote and I can zhuzh it a little bit. Portland Leather Goods does not have these straps available. However, you can find detachable guitar straps like this for bags on Etsy, and they're handmade, they're custom, they're very, very cool. They're not super expensive. I've seen a few options that I love that seem, they're leather with really nice hardware, all hand stitched, and they're like $40, $45. So around what I'd pay for this one too. I think this one retailed at like $57, but it is nice to have it all in one site. So if you are looking to pizzazz the bag, you have that option with Madewell, and right now Portland Leather Goods just doesn't have that option. Is it a deal breaker? Absolutely not. But for those of us looking for a little added, you know, pizzazz, Madewell has it. Portland Leather Goods, not so accessible, at least not off their site. But I would imagine I can actually take this Madewell strap and use it on my Portland Leather Goods if I so chose. So guys, based on that category alone, the design and the dimensions of the bags, it's really, really difficult to come up with a conclusion of which one is better. Simply because they are so similar just in their dimensions, their style. They both have the detachable crossbody strap. It's just really difficult. So if you're looking in terms of their sizes, I wouldn't base it on that because they are so similar. But my next category could be a determinant in which one you purchase and which one you do not. But let's go over the materials and the construction of these bags. So let's start with the Portland Leather Goods this time. So Portland Leather Goods makes their bags all out of full grain leather, which is the toughest, most durable leather on the market. So that is something to note. They do not finish their bags with anything. These bags are all handmade in the United States. They have one other factory in Leon, Mexico, and that's only because these bags are on the rise. They've become so popular that they just couldn't do it all in-house, so they have opened an additional shop in Mexico. So that is something to note. And the entire bag is literally handmade. So from the stitching to the every bit of the construction is done by hand, and the texture of the leather is just, it's so nice. It feels to me, I wouldn't call it a suede. I honestly don't know what I would call it. It is certainly not smooth like this one. You can almost feel how smooth or hear how smooth it is, where this one just, it's different. I love it. It's very rich in color. Another very cool thing about these bags is that everyone is different. So you're never gonna get the same bag twice. They don't strip or sand down the leather in any way, so any sort of natural occurring defects in the cow's life, like if the cow had a bug bite or a scratch or a wrinkle or something like that, is not sanded down in the process of making these bags. So that same defect is going to, I hate to call it a defect, that seems like such a negative word. That same unique characteristic is going to appear on these bags. But again, that almost makes it so like you have a snowflake leather bag because not one is ever going to be the same as the next, which I thought was really quite cool. So now on to this bag. The Madewell totes cannot state the same claim in terms of being handmade. They are made in a factory. Madewell, I don't know if you guys knew this, I did not, is a sister company of J. Crew, so it's far more corporate than Portland Leather Goods. It is made out of a semi-tanned vegetable leather. It is finished with like a wax finish, and you can feel it and you can see it. This bag is much shinier than this one. However, this bag with use will kind of get a more slick patina and it will look well oiled. So that's just to come, it just needs age. Where this one will also patina, but it does have that more waxy feel. And where this one is like the snowflake, the unicorn if you will, this one is mass produced and every bag looks the same. So if you're looking for a more like unique bag, a distinct bag, one that no one has, Portland Leather Goods is your option here. And honestly guys, just in terms of feel, I like to think of the handles as my best way of describing this. The handles on the Madewell bag, while very strong, they're still leather. They just seem thin, they seem flimsy. The feel and the construction of the Portland Leather Goods bags just completely takes this category. Construction wise, it just seems like a very just a better built bag, and it's just, I don't know, again, I don't see these breaking anytime soon, but the thickness of the Portland Leather Goods bag is bar none. It just seems like just a much better constructed bag in that regard. And even the crossbody strap, I can say the same. The crossbody strap naturally is wider on this bag than the original crossbody strap that the medium transport tote comes with from Madewell. So it just, I don't know. That's my opinion though. Some people like that thinner strap. Some people like the thinner handles. I think there's something to having thicker straps and thicker handles. To me, it just means or feels like the bag is just built and constructed better. So I guess if I were to take it from this category, Portland Leather Goods wins it. Overall, I just feel like I have such a unique, distinct bag with this one. I can just feel and see and look that this bag just, it's so beautiful. It's built wonderfully. Whereas I do believe that this bag is just as nice. I think it is built very well. However, I can just feel a difference with the Portland Leather Goods bag. Now, something I want to circle back to that I feel like could go in this category, it could go into the one prior, is the shoulder straps. So I'm going to go ahead and model those for you right now because I want to talk about comfortability of these bags as well. Okay guys, I want to model this shoulder strap for you. I'm doing this with my shirt on and then I put a puffy coat on. So if you guys are living in a colder climate where you will need a coat, that way you know where the shoulder strap is. So the Portland Leather Goods hangs a little longer, and then we have the Madewell bag that has a shorter shoulder drop, and thus making wearing it with a puffy coat a little bit more difficult. However, when it comes to the crossbody bag, for you gals that are shorter like I am, this does hang a little long, at least for my liking, whereas the Madewell bag does sit a little higher up, which I really loved. So the Madewell wins out here. Now, one thing to discuss though, guys, in terms of their construction, because this has the wax finish, it's not going to be as susceptible to scratching or tarnishing quite like the Portland Leather Goods bag. Because this bag has no wax finish or no kind of finish essentially, it is definitely susceptible to scratches and tarnishes, especially within the first few weeks of its life. But if you think about it this way, that adds to its uniqueness and it just lends into a far more unique bag. But if that is something that bothers you to see scratches and issues with leather, then this is your choice, because again, we have that wax finish. It's a lot smoother than this one. That will develop over time with this one, but this one comes right off the bat. So again, personal opinion, I just feel like this one wins that category. But you know, different strokes for different folks. This could be just a winner for other people. So the last category I kind of want to go over is customer service and warranty, because we all want to deal with a good customer service base if we have issues or if we have questions with bags, right? With anything that we purchase, really. However, I actually was able to talk to both customer service companies simply because I had questions with both, and both of them are fantastic. I did not wait long to talk to anyone. You can email. I've emailed both and I've spoken on the phone with both. I found that both are very friendly, both are extremely informative, and if you email them, both are very quick. They get back to you within 24 to 48 hours, and more so it's usually like 24 hours. So very, very easy going there. The warranties though are a little different. So Portland leather goods bags is warranted for life. So if you have a manufacturer defect in this bag with the stitching, the hardware, whatever, all you have to do is pay for the shipping back to Oregon, and they will fix it at no charge to you other than that shipping cost. This bag, however, has a 60-day return policy, but I could find nothing on their websites indicating what their warranty was. So it's not to say that a warranty doesn't exist, it's just saying that it did not make it very clear if they had one. So which one would I purchase again? I would probably go with the Portland leather goods bag. I just love everything their company is about. I love what they represent. I love that they're so open. I just think they make such a quality product. I think it's beautiful. I love, love, love that it's handmade. I love that it has a life warranty. I think there is something to that, and this isn't the only bag option available. So there is so much more that you can see on their site, but same goes for Madewell. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to stick both websites down below based on, you know, whichever one you liked more, because again, I think there's pros and cons to each bag, and I just think it's a personal opinion, so I may differ with you, and that's okay. But let me know what you end up going with. I'm very curious to see which bag you decide on, and let's start a conversation. But I have many more videos coming up for you guys. I have a very fun little accessory haul, and then I have a surprise unboxing for you guys coming up as well. So stick around for that. But until the next one, guys, life is short. Buy the bag. I'll see you next time.